I mean, if you don't mind, I'll share our first story, how we got connected, if that's okay with you.
I don't even remember the first time I met you. I'm sure it had something to do with poker in your house.
Yep. We were playing poker, and as I got to know Mike more and more, I mean, he's a pretty funny dude, and he used to share these Craigslist ads that he used to write.
Oh, yeah.
And they were a little off color. They were in the dating section, but they weren't off color in a perverted type way. They were, I think one of the lines that is stuck in my mind is, I'm looking for a woman who is 100% certifiably batshit crazy. And I think from that opening line that I read, as I read through the rest of the prose that you had invested in so heavily, I was like, oh my God. And I had tears running down my face as I was reading it. And I would literally share it with people and we would laugh over the content. And I think at the time you were working at a auto body shop or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And kind of helping check in customers and check them out. And I was like, dude, there's this new thing called blogging, and I don't think you'd ever heard about it. And I always hated the word from the start because it sounded stupid. But you're like, what do you mean? And I said, well, the way that you write those ads, you're a really talented writer, and you probably could convert that writing into like a blog and probably entertain people. And you just kind of looked at me with this blank stare, and you're like, neat.
Yeah.
And then I think you went on to lose the next hand of poker to me. But probably about 45 days later, you came up and you said, hey, you were talking to me about this thing, and would you talk with me? And I think I had just recently, one of the other guys we play poker with, Jim Buchanan, I kind of had this similar thing. He was a smart guy, really talented, and I was like, let me teach you some of the stuff I know about marketing, and maybe we can do some stuff together. And ultimately, you ended up coming to work for us at Mindscape. I think you worked with us for about 90 days. And I remember going for a walk with you in the tube, and I was like, dude, you've really done a nice job for us, but I think you need to start your own business. And you said, I think I'm gonna. And you did, and today you've got Moxie, what is it, over 10 years later? 15 years later, and yeah. You did a wonderful job. You had a completely different model than we had over at Mindscape, and frankly, I think your model, when I look back on it, was probably a heck of a lot less stressy than the model that we chose to build at Mindscape. So I've always admired your efforts, and I think you did a really nice job.